Yeah, yeah. I'm living my best life. Made a couple M's, you know. Said I'm living my best life. Said I'm living my best life.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel, Random Opinions, Reaction, and Reviews. I'm coming to you today to do a review on General Hospital, the episode that aired yesterday. And yesterday's date, I believe, was May 20th. And let's get into it. So we pick up at the scene where the nurses are doing their opening. So they sing Best of Our Love. You know, whoa, whoa. You got the best of our love. Whoa, you got the best of our. Anyway, so the number that they did was great, you guys. Like it was very energetic. I believe Bobby was in it. Bobby looks great, you guys. Oh my God, that woman. How old is she? Like in her 60s or something. But she was looking younger than some of the young ones up there. So they had Amy, Felix, Epiphany, of course, and all these people can sing. They give us a great musical number. It's everything. Now, I did want to bring up, how come we only see the nurses during the nurses ball? Isn't this called General Hospital? You know what I'm saying? This is called General Hospital. We don't see enough doctors. We don't see enough nurses. Like, what is really going on? You know, nowadays we only see the Corinthos family. Is that really fair? I mean, does General Hospital just revolve around the Corinthos? Because I remember back in the day, General Hospital revolved around the hospital, the Quartermains, and the Cassadines. And nowadays we only have two Cassadines almost left, which is Charlotte and Valentine, but they're new Cassadines. We don't really have an emotional connection to them like we did with Nicholas and Spencer. I mean, Spencer comes around every once in a while, but I feel like Spencer should be on this show full time because he is the Cassadine that we all grew up with since like 2006, 2007 when Courtney gave birth. And then once he started talking, he just became a Cassadine through and through. So I would like them to bring Spencer back full time. Definitely bring Nicholas back because these are the Cassadines that we've loved ever since we've lost Helena and Stravos and all those other Cassadines. You know what I'm saying? At least bring those two back, you know? Like I said before in another video that I posted, there's not really that many Quartermains, and every Quartermain, they continue to kill them off or get rid of them. So it's like, what, you know, what are we supposed to do to get back to our roots? You know, I'm done with that rant. On to the next. We had the scene where Scotty like brought Ava up to the room, and then when he opens the door, he's like, I caught you, right? And then who does he see standing there? Just Kevin. So now he's wondering, where's Lucy at? And Ava read right through him because, you know, Ava and Scotty are friends. So she already knew. Did you plan on me catching somebody in the back, much like Lucy? Did you think that I was going to catch somebody like Lucy in bed with my boyfriend? And Scotty is like, look, he is using you. You need to leave him alone, blah, 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 blah. But we all know why Ava and Kevin are doing this charade. They're trying to bring out Ryan. So Scotty is in the background. He doesn't know exactly what's going on. But, you know, he's trying to be a good friend and look out for Ava, which she does need that, you know. And then he even called Ava out. Like, last time you put yourself in a predicament like this, your daughter ended up getting killed by the man you was in love with. And they was like, look, I know what I'm doing, Scotty, just chill. So then we have Christina and Jocelyn. I love these scenes, you guys, where they were just sitting there and, you know, they're both dreading their life right now. Jocelyn, as you guys know, has lost her boyfriend, somebody that she spent, you know, her days with, her year, like they were together for like a year and a half or so. She spent every day with Oscar continuously. So it's like you have that bond and it's hard to break, and there's nothing that can be done because it's not like they broke up. He's dead. So, you know, she's probably just stuck thinking about her shoulda, coulda, wouldas, you know, and she's really dreading life, and she's not going to the nurses' ball. Now, as you know, before Oscar died, Jocelyn and Oscar were supposed to do a musical number like they did last nurses ball. And Jocelyn, she doesn't want to go to the nurses ball. So I guess, she's not planning on that happening. Christina is, like I said, down and out because she almost was played for a fool. She almost was initiated into a cult, you guys. So she is just down on her luck. And one can only imagine how Christina feels because every time she's always proven wrong by her family. Whenever she tries to branch out and do different things, her family is always looking after her, and rightfully so. And she feels like they shouldn't do that because she is grown, she can make her own decisions, but she's always constantly being pulled out of turmoil because she just doesn't make good decisions. So, she almost was in a cult. So I know that kind of gets to her in her soul and her shundo and her spirit. She doesn't feel right. And now she's stuck wondering who she is again. You know what I'm saying? So they're just both down on their luck and they decide to watch a movie and have some popcorn and stuff. And I love those scenes just because we don't have enough of the Corinthos kids actually getting together and having legit fun. You know what I'm saying? And I know Jocelyn isn't a Corinthos, but like they're sisters through and through. They grew up together. I'm pretty sure Jocelyn looks up to Christina like an older sister. And it's nothing less. They're sisters, even though they have different dads and different moms. Their family is interconnected. So, it was just great to see them in a scene together. Then we have Sam with Shiloh. And, Peter comes up to Sam and Shiloh and says, "Hey, Sam, your sister pitched me this story about a guy and this cult that he started called Dawn of Day. She's going to be writing a story about it." Sam acts like she doesn't know exactly what's going on, but as we know, Christina has already told her what she's going to be doing. And look, you guys, Maxie is so smart. Maxie read right through Shiloh. She just couldn't believe that Sam was involved with Shiloh, and she's like, "Sam, what are you doing? Come on now, he's a cult leader." And Shiloh's trying to act like he's not and above. He irks me. And Sam is like, "Maxie, I don't criticize your choices these days," doing some little side shade to Peter. But we all know, like, would you guys choose Peter or Shiloh? Who would you rather, if you had to look at a character, if you had to pick a character to stay on this show full time, would you pick Shiloh or would you pick Peter? It's up to you to decide. Me, I'm picking Peter just because Peter is trying to change and involve himself for Maxie. And we've seen, even when he came on the show, that he didn't want to be like his dad. And that's the reason why things played out the way they played out, was because he was trying to be as far away from Faison as possible. And ultimately, he killed his dad, even though he really didn't kill him physically. He killed his dad. He got rid of, Faison's reign of terror. So he's really constantly trying to evolve and improve himself. Whereas Shiloh is stuck in his ways. I don't see him ever changing, and he's a con. I'm just, so they're going to be writing a story about him. It'll be interesting to see exactly how this all plays out. Do you guys think, I keep asking this, but how do you guys feel about Sam and Shiloh? How do you, I really need to know. How do you guys feel about Sam and Shiloh? Are they nasty to look at? Are you shipping them? Like, are some, like, I know there's some Dream fans that still want Drew and Sam together. Would you rather have her with Shiloh than Jason? I really gotta know. I'm ready for this storyline to be over. I hate that Sam is constantly beginning to come closer to Shiloh. Maybe I'm seeing what I want to see, but I'm really thinking that Shiloh, yeah, he gets under her skin, but she's intrigued by him all at the same time. It's disgusting to watch. On to the next. General Hospital I just have to fan a lot of times because it's just crazy. Roll my eyes. So then we have Jason and Spinelli. They're bugging DOD. The doors open. They have everything figured out and everything in place. You guys, I just think there's a disaster waiting to happen. There's something that's gonna happen, you guys. I just don't know what, but it's not gonna go as planned. And I don't feel like they got all their ducks in a row. Like, I'm I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm pretty sure it's gonna happen sometime this week. So we'll see. Chase, you guys. Chase performed at the Nurses Ball like he did last year. Because remember last year, you guys, when Chase performed, he was told that he was going to be performing with the rest of the police officers, but it was a prank by Dante to initiate him in, because you know how cops play pranks on rookies. Yeah, that's what Dante was trying to do, but it ended up turning out good because they liked his performance. So this year he performs. The performance was great. He was gyrating. He was getting it. Like, you guys, it was great. Plus, he's good eye candy to look at, so it was awesome. He called Willow out and brought her up to the stage. They was dancing, shimmering, kissing, smiling. And you look at Shiloh with his ugly butt. And Shiloh is not feeling it, you guys. He is not happy at all. He's a bit jealous. Like, I know his feelings was all over the place, but he was not liking it because he doesn't have that control over Willow like he wants to. So I'm wondering, what is Willow's secret what was her pledge that she gave Shiloh? Because if she's willing to just walk away and not worry about her pledge, is it even something to even worry about? I'm kind of wondering what her pledge is, because eventually Shiloh is going to give up and be like, hey, she's not coming back. Now I gotta go into plan B. So I'm kind of wondering, I would like to know what her pledge is and what he plans on doing with it and how it's gonna blow her world apart. You know, I can't wait. But I'm happy Willow is, you know, she's having fun. She's living that life that she deserved to have from the get-go. Her mother completely ripped that away from her. So I'm glad that she has Chase in order to be able to have fun and have her loosen up a bit and she can feel comfortable with him. So it was refreshing seeing that performance. Jax and Carly have been texting Jocelyn on and off. Carly texts every 30 minutes, then Jax texts every 30 minutes. You know, they swap, each parent texting her 30 minutes apart, just making sure she's okay, making sure she's safe. You know, they know she's not emotionally there, so they're just being there as parents and doing what she wanted them to do, which was go to the Nurses Ball. And you know, so they're being good parents, and that's all any child, especially going through what Jocelyn is going through, that's all any child could ever ask for, you know. So kudos to them for being good parents, because years ago when Jax and Carly was breaking up, it was a whole bunch of mess, custody battles, Sonny got involved. It was just bad. So I'm glad that they can grow and, you know, co-parent and be what they're supposed to be for Jocelyn, especially in her time of need. Cameron goes backstage. I guess he was preparing for a number or something. He goes backstage. He sees a llama. You guys, I guess I missed something because this is Lucy Cole's llama. I guess I missed something because I was thinking that this was the reincarnated version of Oscar that was trying to say something to him. And I was just thinking, like, maybe, you know, he was going to reach out to Cameron some way because I believe in reincarnation, but it didn't happen. So I guess it was just a llama. I was expecting some type of miraculous thing to happen that didn't happen. But he was just talking to the llama and telling the llama about Oscar and how he lost a good friend. And then he comes to the conclusion that it's best for him to live his life to the fullest. So then Cameron goes to Jocelyn, and I guess Cameron is going to play this video. Remember a while back, a couple weeks ago, Oscar had Cameron record this video without Jocelyn being there. And I'm thinking this is going to give Jocelyn the oomph she needs to get up and go and perform this Nursing Ball song that they wrote together. And I'm thinking that she's going to perform it with Cameron, but I could be wrong. Chase and Finn, they're talking, and Finn is torn up because Robert, remember, he gave Finn the wrong ring, and that ring has a lot of significance to Finn. So he really wants to find the ring. As he's talking to Chase, Chase is telling him, like, look, you need to go ahead, propose to Anna without the ring, and then I can arrest Robert. While Finn is talking to him, he looks over, and there his ring is on Yvonne. And Yvonne is there with Mike. You know, Mike and her are engaged, and she's showing off her ring, and she's so happy. And, you know, the ring is big, it's beautiful, it's glittery, it's everything. And so Finn calls Sonny off to the side, and he's like, man, your father has my ring. I need to get my ring. That ring has a lot of significance to me. So they come up with, this lie and tell Mike that the ring is fake. And Mike was like, what am I going to do? And they're like, and then Finn brings up the ring that Robert used as a replacement. He gives the ring to Mike, and Mike puts it on Yvonne, and Yvonne happened to like that ring even better, so it all worked out. So then Robert and Finn meet backstage, and they're talking, and Finn is telling Robert that he found the ring and there's nothing to worry about and everything. So Robert's like, by chance, do you have the ring that I bought? And he was like, nope, it went to a good cause. And that was perfect payback for Finn, you guys. I laughed so hard because it was crazy. He was like, do you have that ring that I bought there? He was like, nope, it's gone. And so that was perfect payback. That's all I can say, because Robert has been torturing Finn and just being dirty. So then we have Felicia and Anna. They're talking. Felicia wants to know who Anna came to the nurses' ball with, because she came with her ex-husband and Finn. And so they want to know who is Anna's date. And Anna's like, man, I came with Finn. Stop asking me if I came with Robert. I didn't come with Robert. So she's freaking out because in her head, she feels that Robert is going to propose to her. So she's just freaking out. So then she goes backstage and she talks to Robert, and she makes it clear where she stands. Look, I will always love you. You're Robin's dad. We had a good time together, a good life, but that time is in the past. And I don't want to be with you. I love Finn. That's who I want to be with. And Robert's looking like all confused and stuff. But I guess towards the end, he started to realize that Anna thought that he was going to propose to her. So he was just understanding. He just let it go. So then what else happens? They call Anna out. They call Anna out for a speech, right? To give Robin a speech that she would normally give if she was at the nurses' ball. Now, you guys know Robin has AIDS. Not AIDS, sorry. AIDS is different for HIV. Robin has HIV that she contracted from her boyfriend at the time, Stone Cates. And he had full-blown AIDS, and so he died. So Robin has always been down with the cause, and she's always given speeches for the nurses' ball. But Robin is not here, so Anna does the speech instead because she's Robin's mother. I just really wish Robin was there. That's all I'm going to say. I really wish Robin was there because it's not the same without her. And plus, this is one of the reasons why we do the nurses' ball, because of that storyline. So, but I get it. Kimberly may be very, very busy, so, it is what it is. But while she's giving her speech, Finn and Robert are backstage, and Robert just tells Finn, you better take care of Anna. And then I guess he slapped Finn's hand and the ring fell out and it fell on stage. So then when Anna turns around, you guys, she sees Finn and Robert standing there. So now she's all like, oh my God, just nervous because one of them is going to propose or both. She don't know. So she is she's just like, anyway, on from that. So I guess we'll see a proposal on today's episode. Anyway, Michael and Sasha, they're talking. So Nina is getting on my nerves because she wants her daughter to be with Michael. I get it. You want your daughter to have the best, even though we know Sasha's not really her daughter. I would bet a lot of money that Sasha's gonna, when The Secret comes out, it's gonna take a long time for us to find out that Willow is actually Nina's daughter. You know what I'm saying? And I get that Willow has a mother, but I'm thinking she was adopted, you guys. And I think that Nina is actually her mother. And I think that the reason why they have Willow and Nina hating each other so much is because that's her daughter. So then they're going to have to go roundabout, backtrack, and start and build a relationship and a foundation for these two. So I don't know if I'm right. We'll find out within a couple months, maybe even a year. Come back to this video and let me know I was right. Anyway, and so Michael and Sasha, they're talking to Willow, and Willow's mentioned that she lost her job. And so Sasha finds out that Nina has something to do with her losing her job. And she's like, maybe I should talk to my mom. Michael's like, look, I could put in a good word for you. And that would be a good look because she would definitely get a job because Michael's a CEO of one of the most wealthiest companies in Port Charles. So he has a lot of power and he can do that. So we'll see what happens from there. I can't forget about the scene that Alexis did with Neil. So Neil walks up, and so now it's awkward again. And I know there's some sexual tension between Alexis and Neil because Alexis always gets very nervous around him. And she was the same way with Julian. And backtrack to like the 1990s or the early 2000s, she was the same way with Sonny. So whatever dude she's feeling, she gets like real nervous, tries to play hard to get with them. And it's just, So she's like very, like Neil comes up and he sits by her and they're just very awkward. But you guys, I think they'd make a good couple. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. I mean, I can deal with Neil and Alexis, and I can also deal with Alexis and Julian, but we'll see what happens and where the writers go with this. But I definitely think they're chemistry testing between Neil and Alexis to see where this goes. So then Jax walks up, and it just makes the scene even more funny, you guys. It just makes the scene even more crazy because then Alexis gets even more nervous. She introduces Jax as her ex-husband, and it's just all bad. And so Jax is like, Jax already knows what it is with Alexis. So it was just funny. That scene was everything, you guys. So I have a couple questions that I've asked some questions throughout the video. I have some more questions. What do you guys think again about Sam and Shiloh? Where do you think this thing is going? Like, do you think Sam will possibly fall for Shiloh? I mean, she's not like she's falling for the best dudes in the past. Like, Jason's a great guy, but he's a mob hitman. You know what I'm saying? Like, she doesn't really have a good track record with men. So, I mean, and then Sonny, she fell for Sonny, and Sonny was a mob boss. So, I mean, it wouldn't be a stretch to say that she could fall for a con because she was once a con herself. So, I don't know. Do you think that the writers are trying to go this direction and chem test between these two because to be like an even line between J. Sam and Dream? Because a lot of Dream fans are mad that J. Sam is back together, and J. Sam, like, we have them back together, but they haven't really been together because we have this storyline, and Sam's putting all her focus into Shiloh. So it's kind of like a toss up, like, to satisfy both sides of the fans. J. Sam because they're actually together, but then Dream because they're really not. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if they're trying to like chem test between these two people. We will see. What do you guys think about it though? Are you okay with it? Do you think Sam is falling for Shiloh? Let me know. I also wanted to know Willow and Chase. Are you guys liking Willow and Chase together, or do you like Michael and Willow together? I feel like they're still doing chemistry tests between these two characters. I mean, these three characters, and there could possibly be a love triangle. I'm hoping not, but they haven't. I just don't know. They keep putting Willow together with Michael, but she's really in a relationship with Chase. So I think they're still trying to figure out what direction they want to go in. So pretty much we're playing ball with these three characters right now. So who do you like better? Willow and Chase or Michael and Willow? Let me know in the comments below. Ava and Scott. Would you guys like to see a relationship between Ava and Scott? I'd be down for it. I feel like they can bring somebody better for Ava, but if they can't, I'd be down for it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Scott definitely has feelings for Ava, and he is a really good friend. That's the only thing that I wouldn't want to happen is these two get involved with each other and their friendship obliterates because of something that happens, But I feel like Scott, it would be a good choice for Ava because he's a lawyer, one, and Ava can always use a lawyer, and then two, he's a crooked lawyer, so he's not really a good guy, And he accepts Ava. He knows her ins and outs, her flaws, her ups and downs. He knows it all, so they would be a good couple. Do you think? Let me know. Last question, you guys. I want to know, Is there anything that you guys miss seeing from the Nurses Ball? I already let you know. I wished that Robin was there, definitely. I miss Nathan, even though Nathan's dead. Like, I miss the magic wands. Where's Milo? Where's we know where Michael's at, but we want to see them up in their underwear spelling the Nurses Ball out. You know, I would like to have seen another number between Mike and Sonny, because that was an epic moment last year. It was great. I don't know. I guess that's it. So, like I said, comment below, like, subscribe. Please, I'm trying to get to the road of 300 subscribers, you guys. I'm trying to make it happen. So, I couldn't do this without you guys' help. I will see you guys later. Bye.
I finally made my mind, know that I can't go back broke. They saying that my time up, my back against the ropes. I hustle, got my grind, know that when I make the most. I had faith every night and I never lost no hope.